Here's the truth, gentlemen. You were failing at dating before your first date ever happened. From middle school on, you were handed an outdated script. Open the door, buy the flowers, say something clever, act confident, don't show weakness, definitely don't overthink it. That script predates smartphones and algorithmic attraction. It predates the meme, the swipe, and the scene at 11:42 p.m. It's a rotary phone in a world of quantum routers. Men always fail at dating. Not sometimes, not occasionally, always. The trick isn't to stop failing, it's to fail better. To fail in a way that teaches you something, entertains her, and doesn't blow up your dignity. That's the core of this piece. It's also the spine of my book, Johnny Depp, 1000 First Dates. Portrait of a Palm Beach player, a 400-page love letter to every failure I converted into story, skill, and swagger. If you think you can win at dating without failing first, you're already finished. What we're doing here is upgrading your failure, turning it from a crash into a controlled landing you can bounce from. Every man secretly believes he should be a natural at this. Why? Movies, sitcoms, 1,000 scenes where the cool guy smirks, drops a one-liner, and the credits roll to Marvin Gaye. Reality check? James Bond would get ghosted in under 24 hours. The world you're actually in is unscripted and hyper-observant. Women aren't impressed by Aston Martins, they're reading your energy. They notice whether you can hold a silence without sweating, whether your stories feel lived or rehearsed, and whether you can make her feel like the only person in the room without staring like you're picking a jury. Most men fail because they approach dating like a test of manhood instead of a dance. When you're stiff, tense, and desperate to pass, you step on toes and call it rhythm. Failure number one isn't showing up underdressed, it's showing up overprogrammed. Failure 1. Selling. Instead of listening, dating is not a pitch meeting, but try telling that to the guy who spends 2 hours bragging about his watch collection, last quarter's bonus, and his intermittent fasting routine while she's eye-scanning the nearest exit and a witness. Women don't want a resume. They want a rhythm. Rule of thumb, if you're doing more than 60% of the talking, you're losing. Connection is an alternating current. If she's not sending anything back, your transformer is fried. Palm Beach Micro Parable. I once watched a hedge fund guy build a conversational monolith in front of a woman. He ordered the wine without asking, bullet pointed his day, explained his deadlift PR, and summarized a book he hadn't read. She excused herself halfway through dessert. Later, he texted, "I don't get it. Why didn't we connect?" Because he was selling. She wasn't buying. She didn't come to be impressed. She came to feel something, seen, amused, curious, safe, alive. You can't blast that at someone. You have to tune to it. The cheat code? Ask short, specific questions that unlock stories and listen to the answers like they matter, because they do. Failure 2. Emotional illiteracy. Most men have the emotional bandwidth of a leaf blower. Loud, single-purpose, and never used indoors, the pause is where most men crash. She says something interesting, there's a beat. You panic, you fill it with nervous chatter, explain a joke, or ping-pong to a new topic like your brain's on autoplay. She doesn't hear the words. She sees the insecurity. I once dropped a line I loved, and she just stared. 10 seconds of silence, the old me would have scrambled. The upgraded me took a sip, smiled, and let it breathe. She laughed. You didn't fold. Test passed. Strong men aren't the ones who lift the most. They're the ones who can carry a pause. Failure 3. The transactional mindset. Men turn dates into ledgers. Dinner, conversation, intimacy. You can see them calculating like they're pricing options on a second martini. Women smell that energy instantly. The minute you sit with a what do I get vibe, you shift her from person to project. That's the moment attraction dies. I watched a guy interview his date at a sushi bar like she was applying for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. Kids? 5-year plan? Willing to relocate? She finally cut him off. Are you interviewing me? Swap, what can I get for what's it like to be her? Curiosity transforms the entire frame. Failure 4, timing is everything. The hardest skill in dating is pacing. Move too fast, you're pushy. Too slow, you're a friend with nice cologne. The kiss, the text, the follow-up, all of it has a window. Miss the window, and the window misses you back. I call it the date clock. From the moment you meet, invisible hands start ticking. Connection resets the clock. Dissonance accelerates it. It's not about rushing, it's about sync. If you're in the pocket, the moment makes sense. I had a flawless night in West Palm, sparks, eyes, laughter with subtext, and I choked on the kiss. I'll wait till next time, I thought. There was no next time. The wave passed. You don't paddle back to a wave, you learn to read the set and commit when it's there. Timing isn't aggressiveness, it's attunement plus decisiveness. Failure 5. The ego collapse rejection wrecks men because they internalize it as a verdict on masculinity. Instead of metabolizing it, they spiral, sulk, or scorch the earth with spicy DMs. Rejection isn't an insult, it's a filter. In 1000 First Dates, there's a story of a spectacular flameout. She ghosted hard. 6 months later, she texted, "You handled that really well. Coffee." Handled what? The disappearing act. I didn't punish her, I just moved on. That was the attractive part. The guys who recover quickly keep playing. The guys who brood volunteer for emotional jury duty, long, boring, and nobody thanks you for it. Dating is survival of the chillest. Failure 6. The app industrial complex apps are failure factories. Bad photos, blurry bathroom mirrors, bios that read like procurement manuals, and openers that could be sent to anyone. Hi. Hey there. What's up? You're not a person to her yet. You're a thumbnail. Your job is to pattern interrupt the scroll, not with a clown honk, but with a signal that says human, specific, safe, and fun. A favorite opener. Tell me about the last time you got kicked out of somewhere fun. It's specific, playful, and Nix's resume speak. She answered in 3 seconds and we were swapping band stories on a rooftop 40 minutes later. If your message could be sent to 50 people, it will land like it was sent to nobody. Failure 7. The one-itis virus. The one is a romantic concept. It's also a booby trap. Men contaminate the moment by packing eternity into a Tuesday spritz. Everything becomes heavy, every text, every pause, every eyebrow. Scarcity kills flow. Flow grows attraction. There isn't one. There are many who are deeply right at different times for different reasons. When you stop trying to force a forever, you start creating a now so good, it earns a later. Irony, the men most comfortable letting go are the ones women don't want to leave. Failure 8. Failing wrong versus failing right. I keep notes, yes, like a nerd. Where did the vibe dip? When did she light up? What question unlocked her? What line clanged like a dropped dumbbell? Pattern recognition isn't just for markets, it's for moments. That's how you turn 1000 First Dates into wisdom instead of scar tissue. Mantra: fail fast, fail funny, fail forward. Failure 9, the silent saboteurs, signals you miss, over-explaining. If she didn't ask for the footnotes, she doesn't need them. Apology stacking, 1 sorry is adult, 3 is a confession. Testing for approval. Is that okay? Do you like that? Frame seeds, attraction bleeds. Boundary blindness. Teasing is seasoning, not a marinade. Read her cues, phone drift. If your eyes drop more than twice per drink, the date is with your notifications. Failure. 10. Logistics beat. Looks start the conversation. Logistics keep it alive. If seeing each other requires an 80-minute commute, a moon phase, and her ex's custody calendar, you're pre-negotiating fatigue. Optimize the easy, proximity, compatible sleep schedules, food styles, steakhouse versus vegan wine bar, and weekend rhythms. Chemistry is no match for calendar warfare. The hottest spark loses to friction. Make it easy to say yes. The 3 rules, if you remember nothing else. Rule number 1, stop trying to impress, connect. Rule number 2, get comfortable in silence. Rule number 3, upgrade your OS field tactics you can use tonight. The 2-question opener. Start with 1 light, 1 vivid. What's your comfort food? What's the weirdest job you've ever had? The callback. When she laughs at something, return to it later. It signals presence. Story length rule. 45-90 seconds. Tops. If it needs a director's cut, save it for date 3. Exit like a pro. Leave while the vibe is high. This was fun. Let's pick this up Thursday. Don't loiter and fade. Text windows. If she's engaged, you can mirror her cadence, not her length. If she's slow, don't chase. If she's fast, match but escalate to a call date before it becomes pen pal purgatory. How I learned all this, the joke is on me. I didn't start as Johnny Depp. I started as a guy who mistook confidence for speed, humor for talking, and leadership for control. I over-pursued, I under-listened, I recovered slowly, then I treated the whole thing like a craft. I logged reps, I tested lines, I watched what worked on her, not what worked on my ego. That's why 1000 First Dates exists, because the funniest parts of your life are the ones you thought would ruin you in the moment. They're also the parts that teach you what you actually need: timing, warmth, a relaxed spine, and the courage to leave when it's wrong. The cure is the disease. Men always fail at dating. Good. Failure is information. Failure is story fuel. Failure is the weight room where timing and restraint get trained. If you're failing, you're in the arena. If you're learning, you're already dangerous. Meet your AI wingman. Stop failing blind. You've just seen why men keep tripping. Now let's fix it before you step. I built the AI Wingman TM so you can stop guessing and start calibrating. You send a dating profile. My system runs it through the Finico dating scorecard. 10 calibrated indexes that reveal patterns most guys miss. Gold digger index, 0, 10. Is she into you or your Amex? Sexual frustration index, SFI, 0 to 10. Drought signals versus thriving signals, calibrates pace and banter. Flake index, 0 to 10. The old reliable ghosting risk, in one glance. Emotional stability, volatility markers and captions, prompts and photo sequencing. Intent clarity, looking for fun, a partner, or just dopamine. Values, lifestyle fit. Sleep, food, fitness, travel, chaos tolerance. Communication quality, how she plays with language and how to mirror it. Attraction, presentation fit, your look versus her vibe. Style congruence, trustworthiness, boundaries, consistency, group shot ratio, X-bait, loyalty, pair bonding, signals of depth. There's novelty seeking. We roll those into a Fineco dating score from 300 to 850. Credit karma for your love life. High score doesn't mean marry her, it means aligned. Low score doesn't mean run, it means proceed with eyes open. The real magic. With every package, I personally curate 3 bespoke openers written for that specific profile. Lines that feel like you, land like her, and almost always get a response because they hook into her signals, not generic spray and pray. Choose your wingman package Shore Deal, $19.95. One time. You send one profile, you get the 10 indexes, the Fineco score, and 3 custom openers tailored to her vibe. Steady flow, $49.95 month, up to 3 profiles month. Perfect if you're active on the apps and want calibrated reps. 3 breakdowns monthly, 3 tailored opener sets each. Premium player coaching, $199.95 month. You get everything above, plus my personal coaching, feedback on your screenshots, message flow, timing calls, send now or wait, and a weekly strategy nudge, real-time calibration minus the guesswork. How to get started. Simple and fast. Send an email to johnnydepp1000@gmail.com and let me know which wingman package you want. I'll send you a payment link once because I don't have time to waste and neither do you. Then shoot over the profiles and I'll get you your breakdown. Plus 3 tailored openers. Stop failing blind. Start failing smart and winning on purpose. Johnny Depp. Unlike everything else, dating feedback never lies, where failure becomes the punchline and the lesson. Meet your AI wingman. Stop failing blind.